The following is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com. This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln and online at merealty.com. Thank you for watching WLCN's live stream video coverage of Lincoln Community High School Railer basketball. WLCN's live stream coverage is sponsored by Me Realty. Whether buying or selling, trust the professionals at Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Go online to merealty.com. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, located at 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln, and online at myfgec.org. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Grau Incorporated, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1953. Located at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln, phone 217-735-4444, or go online to grauinc.com. Chestnut Health Systems, offering a comprehensive scope of behavioral health and human services in Illinois and Missouri. Call 888-924-3786. State Farm Insurance Agent Brian Clark, with offices at 628 North Chicago Street in Lincoln, or call 217-732-6211. Dara Entwistle, Independent Health Insurance Agent advocating for you, your family, and your company. Call 217-651-8046. Heartland Bank and Trust Company, with branches on North Sangamon Street and Woodlawn Road. Unlock the power of more with More For You checking from Heartland Bank and save money on the things you're already paying for. Open your account today in branch or online at hbtbank.com. Member FDIC. Heartland Community College is Lincoln's community college. At Heartland, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to be a successful student. Discover Heartland, discover your future. Visit heartland.edu/Lincoln. Emo's Cafe, your family restaurant serving home-cooked meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Located at 616 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln, phone 217-605-0171. Emo's Cafe, Lincoln's family restaurant. Chase Lowry Edward Jones Financial, your Lincoln Edward Jones financial advisor. Located at 407 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, learn how Chase can help you reach your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com or stop by the office. Member SIPC. Joe Ryan Country Financial, located at 509 Pulaski Street in downtown Lincoln. Call 217-735-4385. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. Simply Traveled Cruise Planners. Let LCHS alum Amy Wiggers-Chen help with domestic and global travel arrangements for groups, generational travel, Disney, all things cruises, and all-inclusive travel. Simply Traveled is so much more than cruises. Call Amy at 615-961-6474 or go online to simply-traveled.com. United Community Bank, located at 2201 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln and online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank is the leader in community banking and stands ready to help both individuals and businesses. Phone 217-735-5400. Thank you for watching WLCN's live stream video coverage of Lincoln Community High School Railer basketball.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
4 of 4 from the field. Didn't miss a shot on the night. 4 of 4 from the field. He was 2 of 2 from three-point land. 4 of 4 from the free throw line. So a great night by Brody, and he'll get in the starting lineup here again tonight. Miller was 3 of 5 from the field, 2 of 3 from three-point land, and 1 of 1 from the free throw line. Also Blake Horn with a nice game. Blake with 5 points, but I thought Blake was really good on the boards with 5 rebounds coming from the senior.
Yeah, he does a lot that's unnoticed, and just the aggressiveness and getting good rebounds when needed, and just tough defense. He played great defense, good hands, and the Railers, I mean, what more can you say? They played, I don't want to say a perfect game, but they played a heck of a game.
Railer shot 58% from the field, 9 of 14 from 3 for 64%, and we're 9 of 10 from the free throw line for a 90% for a big, I guess on the road, a little bit on the road as the BOS, a neutral site, I would say, I guess, for their Central State opener that we did tonight. We'll be at home for another Central State 8 matchup, and the Spartans struggled so far here on this young season, 0-4. They talked with Coach Alexander at the freshman game last night. Just wants to make sure that there's no letdown game here. You've got Jacksonville, who's an improved basketball team, coming up on Friday over in the bowl, a tough place to play. So you sure don't want to have an oops here on Tuesday night.
No, you want to win the games you're supposed to win, and tonight that's no different. This is a team that's very beatable, but the Railers got to come out and play like they did Saturday night, and a little different atmosphere. It's not as wide open, and I thought the Railers shot it well in that type of gym Saturday night, and now they got some home cooking.
Well, Friday night's going to be a little bit similar of a gymnasium as we travel down to Jacksonville to take on the Crimsons at the bowl. So you've got that different background, that arena-style look, and we hope that the Railers obviously take care of business here tonight, but continue their hot shooting down in Jacksonville with that different kind of setup, I guess. For always fun to play there. Great, neat old gym.
It's a good gym.
Yeah, I never shot the ball well there, so I'm not one. No, I just didn't. Never felt it from the ball.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, you can check back through the stats. There was not. It was not pretty on my stat line at the bowl. I also tried to dunk there my sophomore year and missed and got taken out of the game. So not a place I like to look back to a whole lot. 15 minutes and 20 seconds left up on the warm-ups. Both teams out getting some shots up here before action takes place here on this Tuesday night. We're going to kick it back to the studio. You're in the Grau Incorporated pregame show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln. Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Welcome back, Railer Nation, here to Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium at Coach Neil Alexander Court, getting set for the second game of the Central State 8 conference action between the Railers and the Spartans from Southeast High School. You're in the Ground Incorporated pregame show. Josh Komnick along with Scott Kirby and Lloyd Kirby here manning the camera. And just going through some of the stats here so far for the Railers. The Railers have scored 257 total points on the season. That's a 51 point per game average, giving up 43. Southeast comes in the contest with just 140 points on the season, 35 a game, but they're giving up 65, 259 total on the season. They've played several Central State 8 opponents already, with Rochester over at the BOS, but they also had MacArthur in their Thanksgiving tournament that they played as well. I think they also played Sacred Heart Griffin, which they fell Southeast 0-4 on the season. And we talked about the Railers now 4-1. Scott, after that first night where the Railers didn't start out so hot on that Monday of the Eaton Electrical Round Robin Tournament. We've been improving every game since, and obviously that's what Coach Alexander wants to see. Yeah,
absolutely. And yeah, didn't get off to the start that we wanted, but Champaign had a little bit to do with that, and Clark hitting had 24 points, but they rebounded nicely, and like you said, they're getting better each and every game, and another different look out there tonight without Hayes, and it's good experience for those kids to get out there and play the game, and because they're going to be needed down the stretch.
Well, and I say too, you go into a game where you're missing one of your better players, a guy that does a lot for your basketball team, and you come away with a convincing win against a good team. Just gives the guys that had to step up and have bigger roles than they would with Hayes out there. It's got to give them a lot of confidence, which will keep going here for these next. We got a tough week this week. The Railers will be on the road on Friday at the Bowl, as we talked about just a little bit ago, and then on Saturday we come back to Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium with a talented East Peoria team comes to town. So a three-game week here for the Railers. So it'll be nice to get off to another start here and keep that it'll be 5-game winning streak going if we can get one here tonight.
Absolutely. Now, is this the first year without LT? There last year?
I think so, yeah. I think he was. Yeah, I think he was. And the Railers, I remember, we had a tough one down in Southeast a year ago. I think we won, but it was a pretty close game if I remember right.
So new coach for the Southeast Spartans, Wayne Hamilton, takes over at the reins, taking over for a very well-respected LT from Southeast. So I know Coach Alexander's built a relationship with him over the years, so it's tough to see him go, but now a new era for the Spartans.
Again, the Railers 4-1, 1-0 in conference play. Southeast 0-4, 0-1 in the conference. Again, game number 1 this week for the Railers. And then before you know it, Scott will be headed down to Collinsville. Yeah. I got word from our source down in Collinsville that that could be coming out as early as Thursday on when we'll be playing. So that we may have some information for you regarding Collinsville coming up here at the later part of this week.
Man, it seems early, doesn't it?
It does.
But you go, you play who you play, and hopefully advance. And you got to think the Railers are going to get a pretty good seed just because of what we draw down there. I know that doesn't probably have a whole lot to do with it, but the Railers, we travel well, and that's the same down in Collinsville. Yeah,
it'd be obviously they look into that. I think more than you probably think they do, because they need they're trying to make a little coin off of that as well. But yeah, it's always fun to head down that way after get you a little release from around this area and gets down to see some different teams. But although I did see Eisenhower is there, Rockford East, who's on our schedule this year now, MacArthur is there, Quincy Quincy is there, so teams that we're going to see not only down in Collinsville or have a chance to play, but we're going to travel to Quincy this year. Rockford East comes here. We've got obviously Eisenhower and MacArthur in the conference, so some familiar foe as Coach Alexander likes to go down there to get away from some Central State 8 teams and some non-conference teams that we play, but we're going to see several of them in Collinsville.
Yeah, for sure.
That's going to wrap it up for us here on the pregame show. After word from our sponsors, Scott and I'll be back here in Lincoln to bring you the play-by-play action as the Railers take on the Spartans. As always, a big thank you goes out to all of our sponsors. This has been the Josh Connick Grau Incorporated pregame show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer basketball.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Are you sick and tired of the telephone calls, text messages, and ads in the mail for Medicare Open Enrollment? Medicare Open Enrollment begins October 15th and ends December 7th. Changes made during this time will go into effect January 1, 2025. Feel free to call me, local Medicare agent Darrett Entwistle, and set an appointment to go over 2025 changes and plans. My office is in downtown Lincoln, or I can meet with you at your home if you like. Again, call me, Darrett Entwistle, your local Medicare agent and your friend in health insurance, 217-651-8046.
Hello, Lincoln and Logan County. This is Chris Grau from Grau Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln. When it comes time to choose someone to repair your car, truck, or SUV, don't you think you'd feel more comfortable working with the local people you know and trust? Our team in service, parts, and detail have the tools, training, and knowledge that will get your repairs done quickly, with less downtime, and at the right price. Call the local pros at 217-735-4444 at Grau Chevrolet Buick on North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln.
Lincoln Railer basketball is on the air. Good evening, Railer fans, and welcome to Lincoln Railer basketball. WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCN Sports are pleased to bring you tonight's matchup from Lincoln, Illinois on the campus of Lincoln Community High School as the Railers take on the Spartans from Springfield Southeast High School. Good evening, everyone. This is Scott Kirby alongside Josh Comnick, Lloyd Kirby on the camera, and Joel Lee back at the studio. And we're all set to bring you all of tonight's action here at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. We'd like to wish a good evening to all of our listeners and viewers that are tuning in to WLCN 96.3 FM, listening on the go on the Mixlr app, or watching our live stream video on YouTube. We hope you enjoy tonight's broadcast. The Railers come in tonight's action with an overall record of 4-1 and a Central State 8 record of 1-0, while the Spartans struggling a little bit this year with an overall record of 0-4 and 0-1 in the Central State 8.
Nice Let's just say the Central State 8.
It is. It just rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, comes off a little smooth there, a little smoother.
It's time to check tonight's list of the game, sponsored by Me Realty. List your home with Me Realty when it's time to sell. And if you're looking to buy, check the listings at MeRealty.com. Josh, 3 keys to tonight's game.
Well, as we talked about earlier, I'm a little concerned with people call it a trap game. You know, not just you just had a great game at the BOS Center and took care of Sacred Heart Griffin on Saturday, 56-35, and you come in playing a team that's struggling, as you said, right now, 0-4 on the season, and just really haven't been able to put the ball in the hole. As will the Railers be ready to come out and go? You know, they got a couple big ones over the weekend, so I'm a little concerned with that. But also shoot the basketball. I think this Railer team, as you saw Saturday, you now put 5 guys out. Not that Hayes couldn't, but with Sanders, you struggle sometimes with the ball handling with him out there. But at this lineup that we put, we're quick.
Yeah.
You got all 5 guys that can handle the ball. There's 5 guys out there that can shoot from the perimeter, and I think really there's about 5 guys that can go to the basket. So I think this lineup puts a lot of pressure on any defense. Now that the Railers are with this lineup here. So, you know, make sure you're not a trap game, shoot the ball well, I think, and just take care of business.
That's tonight's list of the game, brought to you by Me Realty. When you're ready to list your home, contact the professionals at Me Realty. Minute 30 on the clock. Railers go back into their locker room to discuss the game plan. Southeast Spartans still on the court warming up. Railers in action, like you said earlier, Josh, this week. 3 games this week, tonight and Friday and Saturday. Friday traveling to Jacksonville, playing in the Bowl, and right back here Saturday night against East Peoria.
Yeah,
East Peoria. And we were over there last year, and they got a good ball club.
Yeah, they were young too. They've got a really talented point guard. They've got a kid inside that's about 6'7", that's a sophomore this year. So they will pose a problem for the Railers on Saturday night. So, you know, we'll get first things first. Take care of the Spartans here tonight. Move on to Jacksonville on Friday, which will be tough at the Bowl. It's never easy to win there, and I think they were winners at the BOS Center for their first game of the Central State 8. I can't remember who exactly they played, but I think they won. So, you know, I don't know who they play earlier this week, but they'll be ready to go. Anytime the Railers come to Jacksonville, they're going to be ready to go. That's
right. We'll take a commercial break. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups here on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com. Thank you for watching WLCN's live stream video coverage of Lincoln Community High School Railer basketball. WLCN's live stream coverage is sponsored by Me Realty. Whether buying or selling, trust the professionals at Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Go online to merealty.com. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, located at 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln, and online at myfgec.org. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Grau Incorporated, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1953. Located at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln, phone 217-735-4444, or go online to grauinc.com. Chestnut Health Systems, offering a comprehensive scope of behavioral health and human services in Illinois and Missouri. Call 888-924-3786. State Farm Insurance Agent Brian Clark, with offices at 628 North Chicago Street in Lincoln, or call 217-732-6211. Dara Entwistle, Independent Health Insurance Agent, advocating for you, your family, and your company. Call 217-651-80.
And we're back here from Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium, getting set for the starting lineups between the Spartans and the Railers here on a Tuesday night in Central State 8 action. Again, the Railers 4-1 on the young season, 1-0 in Central State 8 play, while Southeast checks in at 0-4 and 0-1 in conference action. Again, the Railers will be in action again on Friday night over at the Bowl in Jacksonville. That's a 7 o'clock varsity start, 5:30 JV. And then the Raiders from East Peoria come to Coach Neil Alexander Court on Saturday. And I believe that might be an even earlier start for that game. We'll get you a time frame on that one. Yeah, I think it was 6 o'clock as our main man Lloyd tells me that I'm correct. Starting lineup for the Spartans. First man out, 6'2", and a sophomore, number 5, Josiah Turner.
Senior, Tim Harrington.
5'10", and a senior, number 15, Tim Arrington. 6'5", and a junior, 21, Aaron Homlin. 5'10", and junior guard, number 30, Perez Carter. A freshman, 6'2", number 41, Makai Holmes. The Spartans are coached by Wayne Hamilton. Got to give a shout out to my daughter Reese and wife Vanessa. Reese a little under the weather, so they decided to sit this one out, but because of the expertise of our main man, cameraman Lloyd Kirby, they're able to view that at home. So sorry that you couldn't make it. Even sorrier that you got to listen to Scott and I for an hour and 15. Getting set for the starting lineups for the Lincoln Railers. It'll be a little bit different again tonight. Looks like it'll be the same starting lineup as we went with on Saturday at the BOS Center with Drew Hayes out with possibly some concussion issues going on, and Frank Sanders out of the lineup as well with the knee or leg, some part of an injury going on with Frank, undisclosed on when he'll have a chance to be back. But hoping those guys get speedy recovery, but I know the guys will be filling in like they did on Saturday as the Railers took care of Sacred Heart Griffin 56-35 to open up Central State 8 play. Is with us here tonight. Some of the youngsters getting out on the court here for the high fives as the Railers get set to come out of the tunnel. First man out, 6'3", and a junior, number 5, Komnick, Carson Komnick. 5'10", and a junior, number 10, Tungate, Brody Tungate. 6'2", and a senior, number 3, Smith, Gabe Smith. 6'3", and a senior, number 1, Horn, Blake Horn. At the other guard, 5'10", and a senior, number 12, Miller, Brady Miller. Of course, the Railers coached by Mr. Neil Alexander, assisted by Eric Ewald, Greg Alexander, Brandon Bird Farmer, Josh J. McClellan, Zach Dahm, and Gary Rademacher. And a shout out to Coach Neil Alexander as he picked up his 800th victory on Saturday. Scott, you've been around for a lot of those, and boy, that's a lot lot of games.
It's only 800?
800 for here in Lincoln.
Oh, here in Lincoln.
Yeah, 900 and some. I don't remember the number, but 900 and some total for
That's
Coach.
a lot of wins. All right, that was your starting lineups. And now for the opening tip here, the Southeast Spartans in their traveling blacks trimmed in gold. Black numbers trimmed in white, and the Railers in their home whites. Green numbers trimmed in red.
Yeah, matching neon shoes for the Spartans.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Add a little something.
As number 21 for the Southeast Spartans, Holman set the tip along with Gabe Smith. And tonight's opening tip sponsored by Chicago Street Rentals, located at 1909 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. And we are all set for tonight's matchup between the Lincoln Railers and the Southeast Spartans. As the ball is up in the air, tipped and controlled by the Spartans. Southeast tries to work it down the middle, tipped out of there by Smith. Here comes Miller. Feeds over to Smith, up off the glass and in the net. And the Railers on the board first.
Turnover leads to points for the Railers right away. So a turnover by the Spartans and a great job by Brody. Great job of keeping his eyes up. Gabe filled the lane and an easy layup.
And another swatted ball by Smith goes out of bounds. Going to stay with the Spartans right in front of the student section. Game just underway. Railers up 2-0. Southeast, they'll work it in. Try to work it inside to Turner. And it's going to be out of bounds off of Turner. Railer basketball. Horn will walk it up the court. Now try to get it over to Tungate. Tungate wasn't looking.
Yeah, miscommunication there by the Railers, which doesn't happen very often. And Horn just passed it when he didn't need to. Nobody guarding him, and I don't think, obviously, Tungate wasn't. Tungate he was trying to throw it to wasn't ready for it either.
Here come the Spartans down by 2. Feed it into Turner on the ground. Now kicked into, is that Carter or Holmes? Holman. Neither of them. So we're tied at 2. Railers with the basketball. Connick left wing. Now kicks it out to Miller. Miller dribbled over. Now swing it to Smith right wing. Now Tungate work it to the left. Connick's going to dribble in. Nowhere to go. Said he stepped on the baseline. Out of bounds Railers. Another turnover.
2 turnovers now for the Railers. And not a good start defensively. It looks like the Spartans opening up in a zone, and I'm sure the Railers were aware of that. And first couple possessions, other than that fast break off a turnover, Railers have not been ready for that zone that the Spartans have so far.
Tied up at 2. Game just underway. There goes Turner up off the rim. No good. Rebound underneath. No good. Still on the floor. Now another third try, no good. Another offensive rebound up and good for Turner. And Coach Neil Alexander wants a timeout.
Yeah, good timeout by Coach. And this was my worry coming in. It's just not ready to go. And their Southeast gets 3 opportunities where guys just aren't going after the boards. And we didn't have a trouble with Sacred Heart Griffin on the boards. Really, actually out-rebounded them in the game on Saturday, which Griffin's got way more size than Southeast is putting out there, but the Railers just not ready to go.
6:24 left in the first. Spartans 4, Railers 2. Will be Railer basketball coming out of the timeout. Horn will inbound. Gets it into Miller. Now to Horn, over to Tungate. Tungate, bounce pass to Smith. Smith, nowhere to go in the corner. Now kick it out to Tungate, and another turnover, Railers. Railers a little out of sorts right now.
Yeah, the Railers trying to work that baseline, and Komnick turned it over on one possession there. Smith caught in the corner. Now Southeast doesn't catch the basketball, but we're getting deep in the corner where you don't want to go against any kind of zone. Komnick stepped on the line one and then Gabe threw it off the out-of-bounds line for the other. So not a great start here for the Railers.
Tungate gets it across, now gives it to Miller. Railers down 2 with the basketball. Miller swings it over to Tungate, now back to Miller. Comnick, three on the way, off the rim, no good. Horn there for the rebound and the putback, partially blocked by Turner. He's going to pick up the foul, and Horn's going to go to the line for two.
Yeah, good job by Horn there. Comnick with the shot missed from three-point land, but Horn there going after the offensive rebounds. And, I mean, that's just a hustle play that, nobody rarely boxes out anymore, Scott. And if you can just be around it and be around the rim and show some effort, you're going to get some offensive boards.
Horn misses the first. Now the second from Horn, up and rattles in and out, no good. And Southeast with the basketball. Turner gives it to Harrington, now back to Turner. He'll kick it over to Angelus. Harrington now to Carter. Carter over to Angelus. He'll go left, dribble in, bounce pass in the corner, and going to get a travel on Harrington of the Spartans. A little sloppy here in the first.
Oh, you're not lying. 3 turnovers for Southeast, now 3 for the Railers.
Now the Railers will cross the timeline with Tungate. Now Miller to Comnick. Comnick kicks it out to Tungate. Comnick left wing, 3 on the way, got it. Comnick with a Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer, and the Railers take the lead back 5-4 with 5 minutes to go in the first. Try to feed Holman down low, tapped out of there. Here comes Horn. Horn over to Tungate. Tungate crosses timeline, now spins left, kicks it over to Miller. Now Comnick, left corner, he'll dribble it out. And a turnover, Lincoln, as Comnick tried to get it to Tungate, and we're going to have a backcourt violation on the Railers.
Boy, another turnover there. Comnick just got caught up in the air with nowhere to go, and there's sometimes you just got to dribble that thing out. There's nobody open. Just try to keep your dribble and bring it out toward the half-court line to relieve some pressure, and that time got caught up in the air with nowhere to go.
Carter feeds Turner, and Comnick steals it from Turner, and they'll bring it up. Give it to Horn, now Tungate. Smith thought about a 3 right corner, no. Now Miller, he's going to take a 3 off the rim, no good. And there's Horn for another offensive rebound. Smith, 3 right wing, no good. And fought for underneath, and Harrington of the Spartans will grab the rebound. Carter trapped in the corner, nowhere to go. And out of bounds, timeout. Nope, timeout called by Coach Wayne Hamilton of the Spartans. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here with a 4:05 to go in the first.
Yeah, you talked about tough start for both teams, really. There's 9 points on the scoreboard and a total of 10 turnovers already. 6 by Southeast, 4 for the Railers. So that's never good when there's more turnovers than points. And just both teams out of sorts. I think you got Southeast trying to play fast like I think they might have to play against the Railers, and obviously they're playing carefree with not a lot to lose on their end, and the Railers just a little out of sorts. Not much of fluid offense going so far.
Nope, for sure. It's going to be Southeast Spartans basketball coming out of the timeout.
Out of bounds for the Spartans.
And they'll kick it into Carter. Number 1 checks into the game for the Spartans. That's Therese Curry. Curry with it up top. Now over to Carter. Carter back to Curry. Angelus, corner, feed it inside. Now all the way over to Curry. He's going to pull it for a jumper, no good. Fought for underneath. Turner with the rebound, up and good for Turner. Spartans take a 1-point lead with 3:30 to go in the first. Tungate gives it to Comnick. Comnick loses it. Here comes Carter. Up and good. 8-5. Spartans with the lead. They'll get it across the timeline. Now Miller set up with offense. There goes Comnick. Up and blocked out of there, but Tungate tracks it down. Corner Smith. He'll dribble in. Nowhere to go. Now they'll swing it to the left. Komnick left corner, 3 on the way, off the rim, no good. Horn there, almost had the rebound, tapped, and it's going to be out of bounds off of Southeast. Railer basketball, and there's Horn again there, causing some fits.
It's almost been that. It's almost been that 3 times now. Right off that miss from Komnick in the corner, and Horn's been right on there on that weak side rebound. He's gotten 2 of them. That time he saved a possession for the Railer.
Now unforced turnover by the Railers. Here come the Spartans. Curry up, blocked, out of bounds. Going to stay with the Spartans. 8-5, Spartans with the lead. 2:38 to go in the first. Angelis with it up top, guarded by Tungate. Now over to Curry. Curry's going to fire up a 3 off the rim, no good. Smith will track it down. Kick it over to Miller. Now Miller brings it up, kicks it over to Horn, left wing. Now Komnick, left corner. Miller dribbles the lane, kicks it out to Komnick. Komnick's going to dribble in, up off the backboard. And they're going to get Komnick with the charge, and he's down. It's like his right wrist. Hopefully he's okay.
Player control foul on Lincoln's number 5, Carson Komnick. That is his first, team first. Officials timeout.
Officials timeout. We'll take one as well. Let's take a 60-second break. We'll be back after these messages.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
All right, 4, 3, 2, and we're back.
Welcome back to Royce Anderson Gymnasium. Scott Kirby, Josh Connick, Lloyd Kirby here this evening as they just took Carson Komnick back to the locker room as he drove to the basket, picked up the charge, landed on looked like his wrist, maybe elbow, shoulder area. Hopefully he's going to be okay because we really need him out there, Josh.
Yeah, I don't know. He looked like he was in some pain, and I don't know. Hopefully it's just a precautionary when he goes back to check it out.
So Vlahovic is going to check in for the Railers. And the Spartans get it in with Curry up top. Now they feed it in low, kick it out. 3 on the way from Carter is airballed. There's Turner there for the rebound and the putback. And it's 10-5 Southeast. Smith over to Tungate. Now Smith. Tungate. Feed it in. Now Tungate 3 on the way. Off the rim, no good. Miller there for the rebound.
Yeah, another offensive rebound. Good job by Miller getting in there. Railers not connecting from 3 so far. We're going to have to find some holes in this zone to try to get in the middle there. Get some easier shots. Something going toward the basket.
Down to Horn. Horn's going to dribble in, kick it out. Nothing there. Smith, right wing corner on the 3 on the way. Vlahovic for the
Bryce.
rebound. Went back up with it. Got hit on the arm, and he'll get 2 free throws.
I thought that was going up for the shot.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to say it was on the floor.
Yeah, good rebound there by Bryce, trying to go back up for it off the offensive rebound. And it was a foul by Southeast, but we kind of thought he was trying to go up to shoot it. But anyway, good rebound, good offensive rebound by the Railers, and the Railers doing a good job on the offensive boards. Just wish we didn't have to go to the boards so we'd make a couple of those shots.
Vlahovic right corner, now to Smith. Smith will work it over to Tungate. Now Miller. Miller thinks about a 3, nothing there. Tungate dribbles in. Smith, Miller.
Yeah.
Three-pointer in the corner, and it's a Chris Coyne, State Farm. Three-pointer, 10-8. Southeast is a steal. Tungate tapped it, feeding back up off the backboard, and good.
And it'll be out of bounds.
25 seconds on the clock. Southeast with the basketball. Curry. Now they'll feed it inside. Try to get a cutting Turner. Nothing there. Now Holmes going to go up. No good. And it's going to be out of bounds off of Southeast. Railer basketball with 11 seconds on the clock. Here come the Railers, tied at 10. Clock running, down to 8. Tungate feeds Horn. Now Smith, he's going to dribble in, up off the backboard, and good for Smith. And at the end of the first, it's not over till it's over. At the end of one, it's the Lincoln Railers 12, the Southeast Spartans 10. We'll take a commercial break. We come back, we'll have second quarter action here on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
Welcome back to Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. Scott Kirby, Josh Connick, Lloyd Kirby here this evening. And after the first quarter of play, it's the Lincoln Railers 12, Southeast Spartans 10. Going to be Southeast basketball to start the second, or Railer basketball, I should say. Horn to inbound on the sideline. Horn gets it into Tungate. Second quarter just underway. Railers up by 2. They'll work it around Miller. Now over to Tungate. Back to Miller. Velakovic. Miller now to Smith. Tungate to Miller. Now in the corner to Smith. Nothing there. Now they'll work it back to the left. Miller, 3, top of the key. In and good for Miller, and it's a Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer.
Yeah, just a great ball movement there. It's tipped away by Smith, but out of bounds. But another great ball movement there for the Railers, and Brady with another clutch 3 there. Put the Railers up 15-10, and going on a little spurt now.
Southeast with the basketball, down by 5. They'll work it into Turner. Now back up to Curry. Foul's on Horn. Turner's going to go to the line for 2.
Josiah Turner at the free throw line for the Spartans, the second of 2.
Take it for a second.
Turner's second free throw up off the front of the rim, no good. Horn with the rebound. He'll kick it over to Tungate, back to Horn. Now Smith, work it over to Miller, now on the corner to Vlahovic. Out of bounds off of Southeast, going to stay with the Railers. Miller to inbound for the Railers, gets it into Tungate, back to Miller, left wing. He'll dribble out. Now kick it over to Vlahovic. Vlahovic finds a wide open Tungate in the middle. Couldn't get it to go. Gets his own rebound. Horn had a lot to do with that as he kept it alive. Now they'll work it back up top. Horn thought about a 3 in the right corner. Didn't take it. Now kick it out to Miller. Miller dribbles in. Nothing there. Loses his dribble. Now gets it to Tungate. Back to Miller. Miller all the way down to Vlahovic. Kick it out. Tungate. Nothing there. Now Miller, top of the key. 3. In and out. No good. Southeast with the rebound. So a little running jump step there by Southeast. Count the bucket for Curry, and it's 15-13 Railers. Smith, right corner now. They'll work it to the left. Miller, kick it over to Smith. 3 on the way, right corner, in and out, no good. Rebound comes down to Curry for the Spartans. He'll push right. Picked up there by Curry. Now they'll reset up top to Holmes. And a kickball on the Railers, going to stay with the Spartans. Southeast basketball, Railers up 15-13, just under 6 minutes to go in the first half. Joining us now is J-Mac. J-Mac stepping in for Komnick for a little bit. Had to take Carson away after he hurt his wrist, so he's checking in on him. There's Smith cutting to the basket, and another turnover for the Railers.
And it's been chaotic.
Now here comes Southeast.
Trying to do
airballed it off the back of the rim or backboard, and gets his own rebound and goes in and ties it up at 15. So J-Mac, I should say, the Railers come in tonight shorthanded with Frank and Hayes out, and now we just lose Komnick.
You know, our JV finally got their first game tonight.
3 on the way from Tungate off the back of the rim, no good. Vlahovic fights for it, couldn't grab it, and it's Southeast basketball.
Yeah, we finally got our first JV game, so guys are getting a taste of playing time, but you know, this is where it matters. This is what they've really been practicing and playing for.
Stripped away by Vlahovic. Here come the Railers, all tied up at 15. Horn, he'll cross the timeline, kick it over to Miller, left wing. Now, no look pass to Smith, up and good. Couldn't get it to go, but got the foul, and Smith will go to the line for 2.
Great look by Brady. Gabe making himself available on that baseline. That's good basketball.
Southeast foul number 5, Josiah Turner. That is
foul is on Turner, his second.
Let's knock a free throw down. Attaboy. Good job, Gabe.
Gabe Smith for the free throw. He'll get another.
You know, Southeast is really trying to muddy the game up, just chaos. They're maybe not as talented as they have been in years and decades past. So, you know, with the new coach, PJ being the new coach, they're really just flying around with chaos.
It's working.
Yeah,
Smith misses the second.
They're trying to ugly the game up. So we just got to be smart, stay inside ourselves.
Railers with the 1-point lead. That's off of South. Oh, I thought that was off of Holmes as Smith went up to try to tap it away, but they're going to say it was I said it was off of Smith. Going to stay with Southeast.
There's been a couple of calls. I thought we had a no doubt flop warning. You know, that's a new rule this year. There was a no doubt flop warning, and they refused to do it. So
try to feed it inside, tapped away. Smith comes away with the loose ball. Now here comes Horn. He'll push left. Now give it over to Smith. Railers up by 1 halfway through the second. Kick it out. Corner. Tungate. Don't count it. But there's going to be a blocking foul on Southeast. And that's on number 15, Harrington.
It was a good drive by Blake. I wouldn't mind seeing us just score in the paint. We get it in the paint, let's score in the paint. There's no reason not to. We practice 8-foot jump shots all the time. We'll shoot them, you know.
Little lobber to Vlahovic. He's fouled on the way up. And he's going to get 2 free throws, I do believe. I thought he was shooting on the last foul,
He absolutely was
a
shooting
few
on the
possessions ago, and they didn't give it to him. But this time he will go to the line for 2.
Well, it was the same ref, the same call last time. We were in his ear. Boy, he wouldn't even look over. He gave us 0.
You're in somebody's ear?
0 interest. It didn't work.
Vlahovic, first free throw up and off the back of the iron. A little too strong, no good.
Boy, it's all right.
Well, for as bad as the Railers have played, Josh,
unbelievable.
You know, it's we're up 1. We're up 1.
Make it
going
2.
Up and good.
So we're up 2. Southeast going to call timeout.
Timeout on the court. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Lincoln Railer basketball brought to you by Me Realty. Whether buying or selling, trust the professionals at Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or go online to merealty.com. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, located at 304 North McLean Street, and online at myfgec.org. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. It's going to be Southeast basketball out of the timeout. We're halfway through the second. Railers up by 2.
Let's really push this defense.
Stolen away by Vlahovic.
Good job, Bryce.
Stepped in front of the pass. Now here come the Railers. Horn kicks it over to Miller. Now Miller finds a wide open Smith up and couldn't get it to go. Had to look, just couldn't get it to fall. And here come the Spartans.
Another great pass by Brady. Gabe making himself available. It's a good take. He tried to finish over 3 guys.
Cross-court pass by Southeast. Now that's going to be a backcourt violation on Southeast. Railer basketball up by 2 with 3:30 to go in the first half.
This is what we really expect, you know, forcing these unforced turnovers with high pressure. I like to see us getting really back into that.
Raiders with the basketball, 2-point lead, 3:30 to go in the first half. Smith right wing, now Tungate. Tungate dribbles left, nothing there, give it to Miller. Miller over to Horn, corner, thinks about a 3, now kicks it to Smith. Smith to Miller. Miller finds a Horn underneath, up with the right, got it to go, and the foul.
Brady is seeing the floor so well. Brady Miller with another diagonal cross court. I'm sure that's not going to make Southeast coach real happy that your point guard's throwing diagonals across the floor. Yeah, they're going to go back with size here because they've been burnt the last 3 times. Really good court vision by Brady.
Horn to the line to try to complete the 3-point play. Railers up 4, 3:10 to go in the first half. Free throw up on the way, and a little too strong, no good. Now stolen, almost stolen by Miller as he stepped in front of the pass. Couldn't handle it, out of bounds. Spartan basketball.
I like that high octane. Let Brady and Gabe, let them really get going here. Let those wings get active.
Angeles to inbound, gets it into Curry. Now back to Angeles. A little more pressure by the Railers. Smith now strolling away. Smith with it. He'll dribble right. Pull up for a jumper, up and good for Gabe Smith.
Such great control. Gabe made such a good decision, in-game decision, to not just go through him.
6-point lead for the Railers. 2:44 to go in the first half. Southeast with the basketball. Angeles picked up there by Tungate. Now kick it over. Now they'll feed Homlin. Now Angeles traveled, no call.
Oh, Brady.
Brady just all over him. Now Curry for a 3. Got it.
Yeah, Brady Miller, he couldn't have played that any better.
Yeah.
Did everything right. And
21-18 Railers, 2:15 to go. Horn, kick it out. Now they'll work it back to the right with Miller, now Tungate. Smith, right wing. Now back to the left.
Great
wide open
again.
Horn, kick it out. Smith, 3 on the way. Got it. Smith answers with a Chris Coyne State Farm 3-pointer, and the Railers back up 6.
And where did it start from again? Brady Miller seeing the floor.
Oh, almost stolen away. If he would have just let that go, it would have been our ball, but instincts.
Brady's going so hard he can't help himself.
Railers up 6, 1:52 to go in the first half.
Tungate looks a little gassed. He's really going hard. That guy's going 110 miles an hour right now. He's looking a little gassed. See if we can't hold on to extend the lead in the last minute and a half.
Southeast with the basketball. There's a 3 on the way, off the rim, no good. Miller rebounds, kicks it to Horn. Horn pushes right, now gives it to Gabe Smith, right corner. Now they'll reset, work it to the left. Now Miller, indecisive. He'll back it out, give it over to Tungate.
Yep. Blake's trying to back screen him.
Now kick it over. 3 for Vlahovic. Left corner in for Vlahovic. And it's a Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer in. Vlahovic 2 for 2 from the three-point line on this young season. Hit one at the BOS Center and hits one here tonight. Stolen away by Smith. Smith, wide open layup, up with the right. Up and good, and the Railers with an 11-point lead with a minute to go.
Can't believe PJ hasn't called a timeout here. The run that they've got on, that we've gone on, all sparked by defense, by those wings. It's just been great.
Tried to feed it in. Tungate tapped it away. Going to kick it up to Miller. Miller, wide open layup, up and good. Defense to offense, J-Mac, and the Railers take a 13-point lead.
Brody Tungate and Brady Miller, if you stack them on end, they're not 8 foot tall. And they're causing that much problem. It's unbelievable. Gabe's just feeding off it. Our backs, Bryce and Blake are moving up the floor. They're pressuring. What more can you ask for these guys?
Southeast with the basketball, down by 13. Angeles goes up, nothing there. And it's going to be out of bounds. Lincoln Railer basketball with 11 seconds to go.
Let's see what we draw up here, last 11 seconds. At the end of that quarter, there's about 16 seconds left. They didn't call a set. They just played inside the offense, and we got a layup from Gabe. So let's see what they draw up here.
Tungate will trot it up. Now we're down to 7. Miller to Tungate, over to Smith with 5. Now down to 3. Miller going to go up. They call there.
I think he called a hook on Brady.
He did. Called Miller with the foul with 1.5 seconds to go in the first half.
I'm a little perplexed.
Yeah.
You know, when you're a 6'3" or 6'4" dude and a 5'8" guy hooks you, you don't normally get that call.
Yeah, you're right. There's a three-quarter shot on the way, well off, and at the end of the first half, it's the Lincoln Railers 31, the Southeast Spartans 18. We'll take a commercial break. We come back, we'll have the Ground Incorporated halftime show here on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Thank you for watching WLCN's live stream video coverage of Lincoln Community High School Railer basketball. WLCN's live stream coverage is sponsored by Me Realty. Whether buying or selling, trust the professionals at Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Go online to merealty.com. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, located at 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln, and online at myfgec.org. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Grau Incorporated, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1953. Located at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735-4444 or go online to grauinc.com. Chestnut Health Systems, offering a comprehensive scope of behavioral health and human services in Illinois and Missouri. Call 888-924-3786. State Farm Insurance Agent Brian Clark, with offices at 628 North Chicago Street in Lincoln, or call 217-732-6211. Dara Entwistle, Independent Health Insurance Agent, advocating for you, your family, and your company. Call 217-651-8046. Heartland Bank and Trust Company, with branches on North Sangamon Street and Woodlawn Road. Unlock the power of more with More For You checking from Heartland Bank and save money on the things you're already paying for. Open your account today in branch or online at hbtbank.com. Member FDIC. Heartland Community College is Lincoln's community college. At Heartland, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to be a successful student. Discover Heartland, discover your future. Visit heartland.edu/Lincoln. Emo's Cafe, your family restaurant serving home-cooked meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Located at 616 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Phone 217-605-0171. Emo's Cafe, Lincoln's family restaurant. Chase Lowry Edward Jones Financial, your Lincoln Edward Jones financial advisor. Located at 407 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Learn how Chase can help you reach your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com or stop by the office. Member SIPC. Joe Ryan Country Financial, located at 509 Pulaski Street in downtown Lincoln. Call 217-735-4385. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. Simply Traveled Cruise Planners. Let LCHS alum Amy Wiggers-Chen help with domestic and global travel arrangements for groups, generational travel, Disney, all things cruises, and all-inclusive travel. Simply Traveled is so much more than cruises. Call Amy at 615-961-6474 or go online to simply-traveled.com. United Community Bank, located at 2201 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln and online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank is...
Welcome back to Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium, home of Coach Neil Alexander Court. And filling in for me now is J-Mac. Josh, we've already had a depleted team with Frank Sanders and Drew Hayes out, and we may have just lost Komnick for quite some time.
Yeah, that's not something we want to think about right now. Hopefully, everything's great. Hopefully Drew's getting better. He's pretty sick, so hopefully we get Drew back pretty quick. Hopefully Frank heals up and get back. Hopefully Carson comes back. But I know what they're talking about in that locker room, and the plan is that he's not going to come back. And what are we going to do? And we're going to start right now to figure it out. What a great second quarter. We really sparked. We were down 10-5. We go on a 7-0 run. We go up 12-10, and then we start that second quarter. And our defense just picked up. Brady Miller just picked it up. Gabe, Brody Tungate. We ended up with 11 steals. We ended up with 11 steals to their 1 steal. So that's fantastic. We had 6 turnovers in that first quarter, and we limited to 3 in the second. And then we pushed them to 15 turnovers. And then we got 9 assists on top of it. Well, how much more do you ask out of a high school basketball team?
A little sloppy to start. The Railers settled in there a little bit. They outscored Southeast 19-8 in the second.
Wow.
And that has a lot to do with it. But, a little sloppy, especially after coming off a game Saturday night where they played so well.
Correct.
Against Sacred Heart Griffin. And, Southeast, they don't have the caliber that SHG has, but Southeast giving them some fits.
It's going to that Bank of Springfield Center game against Sacred Heart. Sacred Heart, they were where they were supposed to be. You know what I mean? They didn't really start pressure us until the fourth. About 6 minutes into the fourth, then they really started picking up. Their high-low wasn't working. The coaches adjusted, and then they tried to pressure us. By that time, we were pretty set in. We did give the ball up a couple times, but boy, we were tight. And then today we come in, and Southeast is just chaos. I don't think they know where they're going half the time. But that's not a knock on them. That's just playing really, really, really hard.
Let's go over some halftime scoring for the Springfield Southeast Spartans. Starez Curry with 5, Josiah Turner with 7, Aaron Holman with 2, and Ferez Carter with 2.
Holman's a big boy in there.
Yeah, and McKee Holmes with 2 to give the Southeast Spartans 18. For your Lincoln Railers, Blake Horn with 2, Gabe Smith leading the way with 12, Carson Komnick with 3, Brody Tugate with 3, Brady Miller with 8, and Bryce Volakovich with 3 to give the Railers 31 and a 31-18 lead at half.
The thing with Blake, our 4, was Drew. You know, we put so much on Drew. Bring the ball up, be our rebounder. You know what I mean? Get us going. Make that first pass in our offense. You know what I mean? We put so much on Drew that Blake's really done a good job. You know, he deserves some credit here as we threw him right in there. And we said, Blake, you know, you got to take over for Drew for a while.
Yeah,
so you're going to have to rebound for us. You're going to have to bring the ball up for us. You're going to have to give that first pass into our offense for us. You know, get up, make sure we get Brady Miller the ball and get us going.
And he's responded.
He has done a great job.
He did it in Springfield last Saturday as well, where he's really finding his role in the team.
Absolutely.
And right now his role is to rebound and go get some easy buckets, and he can hit the three. We saw it last year. So, you know, we're going to really rely on him now with our depleted bench.
Right. And, you know, we went to 4 out against their zone, and Blake was in there. Blake gives that first pass, and he sprints right in the middle, and he starts pointing guys, and he wants to back screen guys. And, you know, so 2 points isn't always indicative of how much Blake's really doing out there. So it was really nice to see, you know, Tungate and Brady and Gabe. Boy, they just picked it up. And then Vlahovic steps right in. He had a great game against Sacred Heart.
Sure.
Hits a 3. Then he gets us that bucket. He gets that hand on the ball, gets us a bucket. He comes in here, gets a couple fouls because he's making second effort on offensive rebounding. Like, again, you got a sophomore stepping up. You know, they're just really, they should be really impressed with that. But, you know, 60 more minutes.
That's your Ground Incorporated halftime show here on WLCN 96.3. We'll take a 90-second timeout. We come back, we'll have second half action here on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Thank you for watching WLCN's live stream video coverage of Lincoln Community High School Railer basketball. WLCN's live stream coverage is sponsored by Me Realty. Whether buying or selling, trust the professionals at Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Go online to merealty.com. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, located at 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln, and online at myfgec.org. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Grau Incorporated, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1953. Located at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735-4444 or go online to grauinc.com. Chestnut Health Systems, offering a comprehensive
Welcome back to Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium as the Railers take a 31-18 lead into the second half. It will be Southeast basketball. Scott Kirby along with Jay Mack, Lloyd Kirby on the camera. And Southeast will start the third quarter with the basketball. Curry over to Holmes. Now they'll feed it into Turner. Stopped out there by Tungate, and Smith tracks it down. Now here comes Horn for the Railers.
That is so defeating.
Corner
you know,
Tungate.
you think you have that wide open layup, and then here comes Tungate.
Vlahovic now to Miller, top of the key. Miller dribbles right, gives it to Tungate. Now Tungate gets it back to Miller. Over to Vlahovic. Railers working around top of the key. Southeast in their zone. There goes Miller. Tungate back to Smith. Smith kicks it, tries to get it over to Horn. Tapped out of there. Turnover Railers. Here come the Spartans.
I want to see bounce passes to that interior. You know, we don't want to see those over the tops, especially with Holman back there. He's long.
Carter over to Holmes. They're working around to the left to Curry. Curry picks up his dribble, gets it to Carter, top of the key, guarded there by Tungate. Now Holmes is going to shoot a three and got it. Wasn't a pretty shot, but the result was good.
Coach Al's going to be mad at that. You know, we gave him somebody an open look, but...
And a turnover Railers. No good as Miller got Carter on the arm, and Carter's going to get 2 free throws.
We started the first quarter like this, and now we've started the third quarter like this. I can see Coach E over there. He's pretty adamant. And Coach Al is not adamant, but I've seen that look before.
It's the look of disgust.
Yeah. He's going to do something to get him fired up here pretty quick.
Free throw on the way, up and good for Carter.
You know, we always talk about, you know, to start quarters and halves, we always want 3 stops and 3 scores. You know, we stop them 3 times, we score 3 times. We really want to set that tempo, and we need to reverse that here pretty quick.
Second one from Carter, up and no good. Smith with the rebound, kicks it to Horn. Horn over to Miller, now back to Horn to Tungate. Now Smith gives it, spins out of there. Corner, Vlahovic thinks about a 3. Doesn't take it. Now gets it to Tungate, who's going to be fouled there by either Curry or Carter.
Whichever one they pick.
Do they get? And Curry picks up the foul, his second, team first.
Homlin got out there quick to Bryce. He didn't think he'd get out there so quick.
Miller, 3, left wing, got it. Miller with their Chris Coyne State Farm 3-pointer, and the Raiders up 12 with 6:06 to go in the third.
I love to see him shooting with confidence.
There's a 3 on the way from Southeast, no good. Rebound underneath, up and good for Homlin.
Homlin, we can't live with him going unchecked. It's not going to be good if we don't check him out every single possession.
10-point lead for the Railers, 5:46 to go. Smith with it in the corner. He'll spin around his guy as Homlin grabs Smith, and Homlin's going to pick up the foul, his first, team second. Miller to inbound, kicks it out to Tungate. Now they'll feed Vlahovic over to Horn. 3-pointer on the way, airballed it. Comes down to Southeast. A little too strong from Horn, and here comes Southeast. Raiders up 10.
He's probably shocked he was so open.
Yeah. Holmes with it. Now up top to Carter. All the way down low to Homlin. Now they'll kick it out to Curry. Curry dribbles in, feeds Homlin. And Vlahovic was there, but got Homlin on the arm as he went up, and Homlin's going to get 2 free throws.
That was really good basketball by them and bad basketball by us. Every time Coach Al's preached it for 18 years that I've been here. You give up baseline, bad things are going to happen.
Yes, sir. Holman's going to get 2 here. First free throw from Homlin. Up and no good.
We have a typo. Is it Holman? Homlin.
Homlin. I mean, I pronounce things wrong all the time.
I do too.
We're going to say Homlin.
We're going to say Homlin because that's what it says on the sheet. But I just heard our announcer, and that was Holman.
Holman?
I'm going to call him Homlin.
Well, I mean, it's spelled here.
Homlin. M-L-A-N. So I'm going to call him Homlin.
We're calling him Homlin. Made the second. 34-25 Railers. Here goes Tungate. Loses it on the way up. Now here come the Spartans. Carter, a little running jumper, left it short. Homlin there for the putback, no good, and it's going to be out of bounds off a Horn. Southeast basketball. Tungate had a lane. He's going to go up, lost it, and the Southeast Spartans grabbed it, pushed it down, and it's going to stay with the Spartans down here.
We got to watch several teams play on Saturday, and boy, if we can't really take care of the ball against these guys, we are going to have a time against Eisenhower.
Yeah. Eisenhower, Lanphier, good game, stolen away by Tungate. Here comes Miller. How is that an over and back when it's on our side of the court?
I have no idea.
Just called an over and back after we stole it and went up the court.
Okay, so maybe he's saying that both our feet weren't established, and that was it. Okay. And he's called back.
That's all right, we'll take it. Tungate, kick it out. Miller, no 3 there. Now Vlahovic thinks about it. He's going to pull it up, give it to Smith. Smith's going to dribble in. I don't know where he was going with that, but here come the Spartans. Holmes, 3, no good. Rebound by Horn, ripped out of there.
There we go.
And there's going to be a foul on Carter. Another good rebound by Horn for the Railers.
That's the effort. That's effort. That's the effort we need to win. Run it down from the backside.
Southeast foul number 30 for Reg Carter. That is his first.
Holmes a little unhappy going to the bench.
Out of
Apparently, coach wasn't too excited about that fast break 3 he just took.
Well, if he would have made it, it would have been okay.
If he would have made it, right.
Railers with the basketball up 9.
As a freshman coach, I can tell you a lot about that.
Smith, Miller, Tungate, Horn, and Velakovic on the court for the Railers. Miller with the basketball, finds a Horn. Now they'll work it to the left with Smith. Smith, 3 on the way. I think it was partially blocked. And here comes the Spartans. Down by 9, 4:05 to go in the third.
They're giving us lanes and opportunities to shoot at 12 and 15 feet. We got to start taking a few of those. Have some confidence and knock them down.
Curry, deep 3 on the way. No good, and there's Miller for the rebound. He'll push it right.
Blake again, working to box out.
Miller, kick it over corner, nothing there. Now they'll work it back to the left. Miller, top of the key. In the corner, Tungate. Tungate, 3, right corner on the way, in and out, no good. Turner with the rebound for the Spartans. Now here comes Angeles, guarded by Tungate.
That's the same hook that he got called for.
Little trap right there. The jump ball. Going to be Railer basketball. Possession arrow to the Railers.
He's going to overrule him with a 10-second call. Yep, he just did it.
Okay, I like that even more. Keep that possession arrow in our favor. 10-second call called on the court. Railer basketball right in front of the scores bench. Railers up by 9, 3:25 to go in the third.
We haven't made too many shots here.
No, we have not.
So we've got a 3-point quarter going, but
getting outscored 7-3 here in the third.
Yep, let's get this. Let's get that attack back. Hit those seams.
Gabe Smith picks up his dribble. Now Miller. Miller nowhere to go. Spun around, ripped out of there by Carter. Here come the Spartans. Angeles couldn't handle it.
Goodness gracious.
And Railer basketball for the 19th turnover for the Spartans.
It is a good thing.
Number 32 is going to check in for the Railers. Brett Hayes, a 6'5 sophomore.
Kid's growing like a weed. See if we can't get him a few rebounds.
Brother of Drew Hayes. Railers with the ball up by 9. Miller over to Horn. Horn to Miller. Miller finds a wide open Smith, who got bumped down there by Homlin. That's his second.
Boy, coach, if they look at tape, their coach is going to be real upset at those cross courts. He's going to be mad.
Miller to inbound. Kick it out to Tungate with 2:50 to go in the third. 4 team fouls on the Spartans. Only 2 for the Railers. 3, Miller, left corner, off the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Turner for the Spartans. The Railers gone cold here in the third.
Start hitting those seams.
Now a trap. Kick it out to Curry. Curry's going to dribble in over to Angeles. He'll lose it. Now reset with Curry up top with 2:23 to go.
Boy, they're pretty content staying out high, too.
Three on the way. That's way off the backboard. Going to be a hold. Isn't that out of bounds if it's on top of the backboard?
I don't know what he's calling here. That maybe it didn't break the plane. Is that? Normally I'm sitting right there so I can hear him come in and explain it. But Brett definitely held him, but and then that was a charge. There you go.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Hamlin picks up the foul. That's his third, team 5th. So fouls from now on for the next 2 minutes. Railers will be in the bonus.
Yep. This is good for us. We can knock those free throws down. We need to score in that paint and start attacking here.
We might be in the bonus now. No?
We are, but it's a player control foul.
Gotcha.
And this is the gentleman that tried to check in at the quarter. I forgot to tell anybody about it.
Mention it.
Got to mention it.
Well, it looks like he succeeded this time.
That's sorry.
Railers with the basketball, up by 9. Got to get something going here. Little pass down to Horn, up off the backboard. A lot of contact, no good. Now here come the Spartans. Carter, bounce pass to Angeles underneath on the floor. Miller tries to track it down. And we're going to be Number 20, McGlathery's a feisty little fella.
Well, I think he's a little mad about
not getting
in the first half, maybe. I don't know. All right.
1:43 to go in the third. Railer basketball up by 9. I don't know the last time we scored.
No, I don't know the last time they scored. I don't know the last time anybody scored. But this
hasn't been a lot of scoring.
No, this has been a rough and ugly third. But that's what Southeast is trying to do. They want to make you play their tempo and get to their spots. They've done a pretty good job of it.
Miller, top of the key now to Tungate. All the way across to Smith with 1:20 to go. Smith, nowhere to go. Kicks it out. Miller, 3, left wing. Got it. Miller with their Chris Coyne State Farm 3-pointer. And the Railers up 12. And J-Mac, that's what we needed.
Really good shot by Brady. But again, it started by Gabe. 2 dribbles in. The whole defense sucks in. Kicks it right out to Brady. Brady ready to knock it down.
Under a minute to go in the third. Railers up by 12. Southeast with the basketball. Curry's going to pull it out.
Again, they're really content of running offense at 20 feet, 25 feet.
Curry over to Carter. Picked up there by Miller. Now Curry. Smith out on him. Now Smith will back down into the zone. Feed Turner. Nowhere to go. Picked up by Horn. Turner's going to try to feed it in. Now kicks it out. Carter. 3 on the way. Way too strong. And McGlathery couldn't get it. Horn does. Kicks it out to Smith. Smith going to go all the way to the basket. Up and good for Gabe Smith. And the Raiders up 14 with 10 seconds to go. Holmes couldn't track it. Out of bounds. 6 seconds on the clock. Railer basketball.
What a great play by Gabe. But if you're here and you're watching, you see Brody Tungate ran the opposite floor, ran opposite of him. And Gabe got that layup because of Brody doing that.
Here come the Railers. 4 seconds on the clock. Tungate pulls up. 3 on the way. In and out, no good. Holmes with the rebound for the Spartans at the end of the third quarter. The Railers 39, the Southeast Spartans 25. We'll take a commercial break. We come back, we'll have fourth quarter action here on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Welcome back to Royal Sanderson Gymnasium. Scott Kirby alongside J-Mac filling in for Comnick. And Lloyd Kirby on the camera. Girls in action this week. They play tomorrow at Metamora at 6 p.m. and Saturday versus Jacksonville at Lincoln Land Community College. That's a 3 p.m. game for the girls.
Let's get a couple wins, girls.
Shout out to the Valley boss is tuning in tonight along with Drake. Watching the Railers here, as it will be Railer basketball to start the fourth.
We're going to have a great fourth quarter. We're going to execute.
Opened up by Miller for a 3, no good. Tungate tracks down the rebound. Kick it over to Miller. He's not going to shoot that one. Tried to get it up top to Miller. Cross-court pass wasn't there. Holmes intercepts it. He's going to take it in, throw it up, no good. And Harrington tried to put it back up, and he's going to be fouled and go to the line for 2. Fouls on Miller. That's his second, team first.
Yeah,
That's his third, excuse me.
I bet coming out of that break, coach said no more cross courts.
Well,
Tired of seeing these cross courts. They finally got one.
They got one.
Yeah, Brady had to just keep seeing, you know?
Yeah, free throw up and no good.
That's
right, that was a good shot by him to start. Feet planted, ready to go. Just knock it down next time.
Second free throw up and no good. Rebound Horn for the Railers.
Rebound Horn.
Now the Spartans really extending their defense, and there's a steal by McGlathery, and here comes the Spartans. Would you like to see get deeper into that zone before you make that pass?
Yeah, let's try to, you're really forcing Gabe. He needs to come up and get that ball, but it's still only 10 feet away. It's not something you're comfortable doing. They're going to make that adjustment.
Raiders up 14. Little backdoor to Curry, up and good. Miller lost him, and Curry got an easy bucket. Raiders up 12 with 7 to go.
Yep, Bryce needed to slide over to see that, but he's young. That'll happen.
Bounce pass to Smith. Now back to Tungate. Work it over to Miller, top of the key. Now on the corner to Smith. Smith, wide open three. Got it! Gabe Smith with a Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer. And the Raiders up 15.
Boy, I love to see that go in for Gabe.
Yeah, Gabe struggled a little bit Saturday night, but we know he can score. And for him to hit that three, that's huge.
He got a really unfair foul called on him. Nelly's the one that called him on it too. But just going for a rebound, got his arm stuck in the guy. That'll.
Turner tried to feed McGlaherty. He was going to put it up.
Good job, Brady Miller.
Chucked it up. Right. McGlaherty, he's probably more the enforcer out there.
I would think so.
Tungate up top to Miller. Horn waiting for the pass in the corner. And Tungate, he's going to walk it out. Now give it to Horn. Horn open there for a minute.
I'd love to see this lead go 15-20. We talk about that a lot. Don't be satisfied with 12. Don't be satisfied with 15.
Smith to Miller, and a turnover. Railers up 15, though, with 5:43 to go.
What are our turnovers up to? we've really given them a few here.
We've got 16 now, and they've got 23.
Well, that's a testament to our guys. Definitely our backs are moving, but boy, our point and wings, they're really getting after it. They're doing a good job. A little out of sorts. We're not used to practicing with this lineup. This is not a lineup that we practice.
We are a small lineup.
Right.
But quick. Southeast with the basketball. Turner underneath. Got it to go. Turner. And the lead's down to 13 with 5:25 to go in the third. Not a good pass by Miller. Tried to feed Smith. And here comes Holmes with the put up and count the bucket. And he's going to go to the line for one. Not a smart pass by Miller in the middle of that zone defense.
Seems to me we may be getting tired. We're making some I'm tired decisions. That was not a decision I think Brady Miller would normally take, but he's played a lot of minutes tonight.
Yes, sir. Free throw up and no good. Who can get the rebound? Tungate. He's going to push right. Thought about giving to Smith. He'll dribble around the pressure. Now give it to Smith, right corner. He'll dribble it out. Bounce pass to Horn. Horn back to Smith. Smith dribbles in. Just inside the three. Left it short. Rebound Spartans.
Again, a lot of minutes. That was pretty flat.
Stolen by Tungate. Up and good for Tungate.
What a play.
Boy, he's got quick hands.
What a play. Brody Tungate. That kid is so deceiving.
Now the Southeast Spartans in a little bit of trouble. They'll get it across with Curry. Now a trap, and Tungate's going to grab him. Tungate's going to pick up the foul. He just kind of got a little off balance there and grabbed him. But, boy, Tungate, he's played the whole night, too.
A lot of minutes.
He's still got some energy left in him.
Yep. A lot of minutes for these guys. So.
And Coach Al, he sees it.
Yep.
And he's going to call a timeout.
Yep.
We'll take a timeout as well. 4:47 to go. Railers 44, Southeast 31. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424.
Scott Kirby, J-Mac, Josh McClellan filling in tonight. Are you making your broadcasting debut? I know we've had you on the cheap seats a few times.
No, Jacksonville last year.
You were with me in Jacksonville. That's right. I'm sorry. I forgot all about that. So, you're no stranger here filling in for Mr. Komnick right now.
Yeah.
And,
hopefully everything's going great. Hopefully everything's going great right now with those guys.
Railers up 13 with 4:47 left to go in the ball game.
We need to stop and a score. And I think that's going to happen about right now. We got a little life. We got a little break. Got some water.
5 on the floor for the Railers. Horn, Vlahovic, Tungate, Miller, and Smith. Any indication on how Frank Sanders is doing in his progress?
He was walking great today. Out of the locker room. We kind of mentioned it to him, and he's smiling. He says, "I'm feeling better. Let's, hopefully we're."
And I think keeping him out tonight's game, where you don't necessarily think you're going to need him,
right?
Just precautionary. And let him get a few more days of rest here. Stolen away by the Railers.
Good read by Vlahovic. Gets out, he figure eights like he's supposed to. Gets underneath, pokes it away. Gabe right there.
Railers work it around. Now up top to Horn, over to Tungate. Railers pulled out a little bit. Eat some of that clock, up 13.
I like Blake flashing that middle.
Miller, left wing. Now they'll reset with Horn up top. Horn picks up his dribble, bounce pass over to Tungate. Now back to Horn. Yes, it is. Miller dribbles in, kicks it out. Horn, nothing there. Now they'll pull it back out.
They're content just to let him.
Miller, 3, left corner, on the way, off the side of the rim, no good. Turner for the Spartans with the rebound. He'll kick it over to Curry with 4 minutes to go. We're halfway through the fourth. Railers up 13.
It's a good shot by Brady. They worked it around, got a good shot, just didn't go in.
Curry over to Holmes, back to Curry. Now over to Harrington. Oh, yeah. Miller just picked up his fourth with 3:47 to go. So Miller's going to have to be careful. We need Miller in there the last 3 minutes and 47 seconds.
You can tell there's a little bit of fatigue going on. A little bit of fatigue.
Railers with 3 timeouts. 4 team fouls for the Railers.
He's been over a little bit now. He's been playing so hard. His last 2 shots were short. He has carried some serious minutes. Just gets a hand on something else.
Tapped out of bounds off Miller. Going to stay with the Spartans. Holmes to inbound. Gets it in to Curry.
Gabe's still got a little energy. He's firing out of there.
Holmes up to Curry. Curry fakes left. Now bounce pass in the middle. Couldn't be controlled. Now they'll kick it out to Holmes. Holmes going to dribble in. Tried to feed it in to Homlin. And we got a foul on the Railers. Homlin's going to go to the line for 2.
Gabe did a good job, weak side wing. He drops down, he pokes it away, but our backs were stuck underneath. They couldn't get up the floor and jump on it.
Homlin 1 for 2 from the line. First one up and got it. So that's the 5th team foul on Lincoln, J-Mac, with 3:24 to go.
5-0.
And Southeast in the bonus.
Without a foul.
Second one up and no good, but rebound underneath to Turner, stripped away by Tungate.
And no foul.
And he got hit in the head on his way up by Homlin. Homlin.
Yeah, I had a headphone on, so I couldn't. But I stopped myself. So that's Brody was clearly fouled. The foul count is 5-0 against us for this quarter. That is a clear foul and a no call. That's frustrating, but Brody handled it well, and then they just gave it back to him. So.
Feed into Turner. Now Homlin up and good, and it's a 10-point ball game with 3 minutes to go. Railers work it up the court. Horn over to Miller. Little double team by Miller. And a timeout called just in time. Coach Al wants a timeout with 2:49 to go in the ball game. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. And you're right, Josh. They're very fatigued out there.
They're tired. These guys are tired.
I'm sure Coach Al's looking down the bench, and there's just nothing there.
Right. I mean, we got guys that are going to be ready later in the year. But this is the JV's first game tonight.
JV's first game.
My freshmen, we've had 6 or 7 games. We've been playing. The JV hasn't played at all. So, later in the year, you're going to see Shorty. You're going to see Preston Short.
Short is one that if he's going to bring somebody in, that would
as
be
a guard,
it. But
right.
He doesn't. We talked about it, before this, when the season was early at the Thanksgiving tournament. He doesn't want to throw those young kids
absolutely not
in a varsity game unprepared.
And they're just not right now.
Right.
But
they will be.
Preston, they're going to be ready. They're going to be there. Just right now would be real tough.
Tungate with the basketball over to Smith, right wing. Smith feeds Horn, finds a cutting Miller, couldn't get it, but Southeast is going to tap it out of bounds. Going to stay with the Railers. Good decisions there by the Railers, but you can tell Miller's just a step slow right now.
Miller has played a lot of minutes. He's played so hard. He is gassed.
Kick it out to Tungate. Tungate over to Horn.
I think too. Horn gets that at 8 feet. In the second quarter, he just goes right up with it and shoots it.
Tungate with the basketball. He'll dribble around the pressure, get it to Miller.
Nope.
Miller's going to be grabbed
we finally got a foul
by Harrington, and that's the first team foul on the Spartans and the second personal foul on Harrington.
I would think. Yeah, I would think that they would be kind of frustrated that they got to foul four more times to get us shooting.
Railers up 10 with 2:22 to go in the ball game. Tungate dribbles around the pressure, tapped out of bounds off a Turner. Going to stay with the Railers with 2:18 to go.
Brody's showing it too. Gabe's showing it too. These guys have done an awesome job. Awesome job.
Tungate tracks it down. He'll dribble around Holmes. Now get it to Miller. Miller over to Horn. Back to Miller. Miller dribbles right all the way over to Smith. And Smith's going to be grabbed there by Curry.
They're not even making a play on the ball. They're just grabbing. Well, there's a case to be said for intentional. What are you doing? You got to at least make a play on the basketball.
Miller to inbound for the Railers. Gets it to Smith. Dangerous pass. Smith picks up his dribble.
That's a scary pass.
Yes,
but Gabe did what Gabe does. Makes a great play on it.
Miller with it, right wing. Deep. He's going to dribble in. Kick it out to Vlahovic. Vlahovic picks up his dribble. Almost had a travel. No call. Now Tungate will reset. Tungate dribbles in. Going to be double teamed. Pass to Gabe. Smith double teamed. Nowhere to go. And a foul on the Spartans. They had Gabe in some trouble down there, Josh, and we got bailed out with a foul by Harrington.
They played a lot of minutes, so maybe they're not making the best decisions, but they're still really strong with the basketball. They're ripping it through the zone. They're making it really hard to trap and be successful at it. So I at this point, minute 39, let's get it over with.
Let's finish it right here.
Let's finish it.
Put the nail in the coffin, so to speak.
Yep.
Horn picks up his dribble, bounce pass to Miller. Miller all the way over to Smith. Smith going to pull in, find a cutting Horn. He loses it, grabs it, gives it to Smith. Smith back to Horn.
Their coach is screaming foul.
Now Tungate to Horn.
Man, we're playing solid with the ball.
Now Miller with a 1:13 to go.
Yeah.
Harrington grabs him. That's going to be Harrington's fourth.
Coach Hamilton has been screaming foul for 30 seconds and maybe needs to tell the refs.
Railers only shot 2 for 7 free throws on the night. 2 for 7 from the line.
Sheesh.
Southeast, 4 for 11.
Sheesh.
Miller gets it into Smith. Smith back to Miller. Miller's going to dribble in, find a cutting Horn who feeds Vlahovic, and he'll reset out top, but Homlin's going to grab Vlahovic, and Vlahovic will go to the line.
I think Blake is an upperclassman here. Catch that ball. Go up strong, Blake. We trust you with that ball. We trust you with that decision. Don't overthink it.
Vlahovic to the line for 2. First one up and rolls around, no good.
Obviously, this is the most varsity minutes, Bryce has played. He's done a great job for us. I know he's got some.
Second one up and rolls around and good. Vlahovic, 1 out of 2 from the line.
He's got some
Railers up 11.
to do, but boy, good job, Bryce.
Yes.
Good minutes tonight, bud.
Stolen away. Horn got hit.
Good job,
and they're going to be a foul on either Curry or Turner.
Good job, Blake.
That is his third.
It's Turner's 3rd, and Horn to the line for 2 free throws. Railers up 11, under a minute to go.
Knock him down, Blake.
Free throw up and no good. Free throws. Second one up and no good. And we got a lane violation on.
Hey, there we go.
Curry, it looks like.
Blake's going to make this one. Make everything all better.
No violation on the southeast.
So Horn will get another try.
Horn shoots 1.
Up and got that one.
Attaboy.
Railers up 12, under a minute to go. Here come the Spartans. Carter.
Let's not let them throw in a 3 here.
Tomlin now back to Carter. Guarded by Miller.
Any
over to Holmes. Holmes is going to fire up a 3. Way too long. Rebound southeast. Up and no good. Fought 4 underneath. Smith's going to go tap it out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Spartans.
We're battling. The guys are tired. We're not too big, but we're battling.
.38 seconds to go in the ball game. Deep 3 by Curry. No good. And Vlahovic with the rebound. He's going to be fouled on the arm, and Vlahovic back to the line for 2.
That is his 3rd personal foul.
He's going to make them both. We're going to feel good about it, too.
Vlahovic with 5 points on the evening. 2 for 4 from the line.
Boy, he just got thrown in there, didn't he?
He did.
You know what I mean? Thrown into the fire. Kudos to him for being ready. Kudos for
got it to go.
Bird, or Coach Farmer, Coach Alexander, Coach E, Coach Out for, but kudos to Greg and Bird for getting him ready to jump right in.
Don't know how many minutes he had in the JV game. Couldn't
Quite
get
a few. Quite a few.
Out of bounds. Stepped on the baseline, or the sideline, I should say. With 27 seconds to go, Railers up by 13. Boy, I mean, it was a rough one tonight, Josh. When you got 2 guys coming in and Frank and Drew that we knew we didn't have, and then lose Komnick early. And hopefully the news is good with him.
Yeah.
Because that's one guy we are definitely going to need this year on the court.
Yeah, we're really happy with all these guys and the minutes Dave Bryce and Shorty. We're happy, but boy, we don't want to lose. We don't want to lose a guy like Carson Komnick.
And there's the buzzer. And that's the game. Your final, the Lincoln Railers 47, the Southeast Spartans 34. We'll take a commercial break. We come back, we'll have the Grau Incorporated postgame show here on WLCN 96.3 FM, Railer Nation Station.
Thank you for watching WLCN's live stream video coverage of Lincoln Community High School Railer basketball. WLCN's live stream coverage is sponsored by Me Realty. Whether buying or selling, trust the professionals at Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Go online to merealty.com. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, located at 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln, and online at myfgec.org. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Grau Incorporated, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1953. Located at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735-4444 or go online to grauinc.com. Chestnut Health Systems, offering a comprehensive scope of behavioral health and human services in Illinois and Missouri. Call 888-924-3786. State Farm Insurance Agent Brian Clark, with offices at 628 North Chicago Street in Lincoln, or call 217-732-6211. Dara Entwistle, Independent Health Insurance Agent, advocating for you, your family, and your company. Call 217-651-8046. Heartland Bank and Trust Company, with branches on North Sangamon Street and Woodlawn Road. Unlock the power of more with More For You checking from Heartland Bank and save money on the things you're already paying for. Open your account today in branch or online at hbtbank.com. Member FDIC. Heartland Community College is Lincoln's community college. At Heartland, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to be a successful student. Discover Heartland, discover your future. Visit heartland.edu/Lincoln. Emo's Cafe, your family restaurant serving home-cooked meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Located at 616 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Phone 217-605-0171. Emo's Cafe, Lincoln's family restaurant. Chase Lowry Edward Jones Financial, your Lincoln Edward Jones financial advisor. Located at 407 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Learn how Chase can help you reach your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com or stop by the office. Member SIPC. Joe Ryan Country Financial, located at 509 Pulaski Street in downtown Lincoln. Call 217-735-4385. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217.
Your final from Lincoln Community High School, 47-34, Railers with the win. J-Mac, it wasn't pretty. A win's a win. This is a team that we knew was beatable coming in, and some unfortunate things happened throughout the game, but you got to give the kids credit. They fought it out. They were tired, exhausted, but they pull it out at the end, a big 13-point victory.
So you got to give those kids so much credit. Gosh darn it. One of the things that a lot of people don't realize is, sure, you practice with different guys. You do. You throw guys in, it's in drills and stuff, but a lot of the reps you're getting didn't include the lineup that we played with tonight. So what credit go to our guys to adapt, to come in, to know their jobs, to know what we're trying to do, know the offense, know the defense. You know what I mean? Undersized. And we just come in and battle. How many turnovers did we finally cause? 27.
27 turnovers. The Railers had 19 turnovers. 17 steals for the Railers, 5 for the Spartans. Spartans shot 35% from the field. The Railers shot 44% from the field. 3-point percentage, 12% for the Spartans, which shoot 12 from the 3-point line.
I'm going to chalk that up to great defense, Scott.
But the Railers were 8 for 24 from the 3-point line with a 33%. There, so
a lot of those turnovers too, that is uncharacteristic of us to have 19, and I know they're talking about it right now. But that started that fourth with 6 minutes. You could see tired. You could see fatigue. And we just battled through it. The guys battled through it, and they deserve a lot of credit. But I would say 6 to 8 of those came in that last 6-minute stretch.
Oh, for sure.
When we started the fourth so poorly, and then we call that time out to get a little bit of a break, and we come back out, throw it away again. So I think fatigue played a serious factor. But I'm really happy for those guys to adjust like that.
Let's go over the scoring for tonight's game. The leading scorer for the Southeast Spartans, Josiah Turner with 9. Starez Curry with 7. Aaron Holman with 8. And Ferez Carter with 3. And Mackay Holmes with 7 to give the Southeast Spartans 34. For your Lincoln Railers, leading the way, Gabe Smith with 17.
Good job, Gabe.
Right behind him, Brady Miller with 14.
Good job, Brady.
Bryce Volakovich stepped in, play a solid game. He ends up with 6 points.
Good job, BV.
Brody Tungate with 4, and both Blake Horn and Carson Komnick with 3 to give the Railers 47 points.
Boy, Brody did a lot more than score tonight. You know, that 4 points, that, you know, we don't always care about that. But, boy, when you look at his whole game, what Brody gave us today, sheesh.
For sure, yeah. And he just a scrapper, a fighter.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
And, you know, hats off to them, you know. When you're looking for a break, there's nobody over there coming in.
Right.
You got to tough it out. There's no tugging on the jersey tonight.
Right.
So, you know, we'll talk to Coach Neil Alexander here shortly, give us his thoughts, which I can pretty much kind of predict.
Do you want me to write down what he's going to say, and then we'll just turn it over and see if that's...
Yeah, so, you know, a lot of questions, a lot of concerns, but, you know, we'll talk to Coach here in a bit. But before then, we're going to take a commercial break so we can hear from our fine sponsors, because without them, none of these broadcasts are going to happen.
Yeah, a lot of shenanigans. The shenanigans wouldn't happen without them.
That's right. All right, let's take a commercial break. We come back, we'll talk to Coach Neil Alexander. Once again, the final from Lincoln, the Railers 47 to Southeast Spartans 34.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln. Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Welcome back to Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium as the Railers win 47-34 over the Springfield Southeast Spartans as Coach Neil Alexander makes his way up here. Let him get his headset on here. And joining us now is Coach Neil Alexander. Coach, it was an ugly one tonight. The injury bug has really bitten the Railers this year so far, and that doesn't go unnoticed tonight as well, as we lose Komnick early in the game. But the Railers, they fought, got a big win. A win's a win, and you're going to have some tired kids tomorrow.
Yeah, we played hard, but we didn't play very smart. And, they come at us. They were quick. They beat us to loose balls. They beat us out on the rebounds. I mean, we didn't touch anybody. And if we don't block somebody out, we're not going to jump over anybody, or the ball's not going to get to us to be able to pick it up. So, again, there's a lot of things. I was worried about this game coming off the performance Saturday night, but we got a lot of work to do.
Back to the drawing board. Hopefully we get some good news out of Carson Komnick, and we need Frank, and we also need Drew back, probably more now than ever.
Yeah, we need them all back. I mean, we're a team that all of them have a role on the team, and very important role, and we've just got to. We got to fight through it. I mean, you got to play with what you got, and if you worry about it, then you're really in trouble. So we'll see what happens tonight, but I have a good idea. But we'll see what comes out of it, and we'll make our adjustments tomorrow.
Vlahovic, the sophomore, he stepped in, played well tonight, just kind of thrown to the wolves, so to speak, but he responded well, hit some free throws, and did a great job underneath.
Yeah, I didn't think we were mentally ready to play, and the mental approach of the game does everything for you. It makes you aggressive defensively. It makes you a better shooter, makes you a better defender. It makes you a better rebounder. And I thought we were sluggish tonight and didn't want to work on the little things. So, and we still come out on top. So the potential for us to be pretty good is there. But boy, we can't have one game like we did Saturday night and turn around 3 days later and play like we did tonight.
Well, you're right back in action here at Jacksonville Friday, Coach. So you got a couple of days of practice to prepare and work on some things, and we'll be traveling to Jacksonville Friday night.
Yeah, we got two tough ones this weekend. East Peoria's got they were really young last year, and we struggled with them last year. So we're going to have to. I mean,
Jacksonville's got a pretty big kid.
Kid. He might be bigger than you.
He's a pretty big boy. Kudos to the coaching staff. Bryce came in, played a ton of minutes. You guys had him ready to go. I didn't see a lot of sets called tonight.
Yeah, it was a hodgepodge game. They made it ugly, and we helped them out. So it was an ugly game.
Well, Coach, get them going, get them back in the gym tomorrow, and prepare for that Jacksonville game.
Well, we hope so. We talked about if you want to win the conference, you got to play them one at a time. So if you remember, last year Jacksonville tripped us up. We were in the same boat we were 2-0 a year ago, and Jacksonville came in here, and I think they're as good, if not better, than what they were a year ago. So, we've got to be able to go over there and play, and it's a nice place to play. It's a lot of fun. Hopefully, we do need help. We need our fans to travel to Jacksonville Friday night and give us a helping hand, and hopefully we can basically get an upset.
All right, Coach. Well, I won't talk to you Friday, but somebody will be here. I think we got Jay and Josh Komnick calling the game, so good luck Friday night.
Thank you.
That's going to do it for us here in Lincoln. Our next broadcast will be Friday, December 13th. at 7 o'clock as the Railers are on the road at Jacksonville to take on the Crimson. Our broadcast will begin with the pregame show starting around 6:30. The Railers now stand at 5-1. We hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. We know you enjoyed the outcome. We'd like to thank our listeners for listening, our viewers for viewing, and our sponsors for sponsoring. This has been a production of WLCN Sports 96.3 FM. We ask you patronize our sponsors and say thank you for allowing us to bring you Railer basketball. For station manager Jim Ash, studio producer Joe Lee, cameraman and social media coordinator Lloyd Kirby, and my counterpart tonight, J Mac, this is Scott Kirby. Once again, the final score, Lincoln 47, Southeast 34. Good evening, everyone. It's time to send you back to the studio for the Classic Rock Experience on the Nighttime Fix 96.
Thank you for watching WLCN's live stream video coverage of Lincoln Community High School Railer basketball. WLCN's live stream coverage is sponsored by Me Realty. Whether buying or selling, trust the professionals at Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Go online to merealty.com. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, located at 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln, and online at myfgec.org. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Grau Incorporated, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1953. Located at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735-4444 or go online to grauinc.com. Chestnut Health Systems, offering a comprehensive scope of behavioral health and human services in Illinois and Missouri. Call 888-924-3786. State Farm Insurance Agent Brian Clark, with offices at 628 North Chicago Street in Lincoln, or call 217-732-6211. Dara Entwistle, Independent Health Insurance Agent, advocating for you, your family, and your company. Call 217-651-8046. Heartland Bank and Trust Company, with branches on North Sangamon Street and Woodlawn Road. Unlock the power of more with More For You checking from Heartland Bank and save money on the things you're already paying for. Open your account today in branch or online at hbtbank.com. Member FDIC. Heartland Community College is Lincoln's community college. At Heartland, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to be a successful student. Discover Heartland, discover your future. Visit heartland.edu/Lincoln. Emo's Cafe, your family restaurant serving home-cooked meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Located at 616 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Phone 217-605-0171. Emo's Cafe, Lincoln's family restaurant. Chase Lowry Edward Jones Financial, your Lincoln Edward Jones financial advisor. Located at 407 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Learn how Chase can help you reach your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com or stop by the office. Member SIPC. Joe Ryan Country Financial, located at 509 Pulaski Street in downtown Lincoln. Call 217-735-4385. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. Simply Traveled Cruise Planners. Let LCHS alum Amy Wiggers-Chen help with domestic and global travel arrangements for groups, generational travel, Disney, all things cruises, and all-inclusive travel. Simply Traveled is so much more than cruises. Call Amy at 615-961-6474 or go online to simply-traveled.com. United Community Bank, located at 2201 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln and online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank is the leader in community banking and stands ready to help both individuals and businesses. Phone 217-735-5400. Thank you for watching WLCN's live stream video coverage of Lincoln Community High School Railer basketball.
tired of the telephone calls, text messages, and ads in the mail for Medicare open enrollment? Medicare open enrollment begins October 15th and ends December 7th. Changes made during this time will go into effect January 1, 2025. Feel free to call me, local Medicare agent Darrett Entwistle, and set an appointment to go over 2025 changes and plans. My office is in downtown Lincoln, or I can meet with you at your home if you like. Again, call me, Darrett Entwistle, your local Medicare agent and your friend in health insurance, 217-651-8046.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln. Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Hello, Lincoln and Logan County. This is Chris Grau from Grau Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln. When it comes time to choose someone to repair your car, truck, or SUV, don't you think you'd feel more comfortable working with the local people you know and trust? Our team in service, parts, and detail have the tools, training, and knowledge that will get your repairs done quickly, with less downtime, and at the right price. Call the local pros at 217-735-4444 at Grau Chevrolet Buick on North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln.
Hi, Joe Ryan here with Country Financial. As pensions go by the wayside and your retirement approaches, have you thought about what your retirement income will look like? No, I'm not talking about how much money you have saved. I am talking about a retirement income, a guaranteed paycheck for life. That's right, a paycheck issued to you every month for the rest of your life. Sound interesting? Let's talk. 735-4385.
This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln and online at merealty.com. The preceding program is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com.